Okay, can you guys see and hear me okay from here?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. So I was reading on the Yoga Journal website last night, and I found this really good intention to start our session today. And the intention is basically about grief. And so right now, with the unknown, the loss of our normal life, the loss of jobs, and the loss of, I guess, humanity all over, everyone is experiencing grief. And so we're going to do just an intention to set our heart open, and then we'll do a activity to open our heart, and then we'll go about and do our normal session. It kind of just jumped out at me last night, so I figured that was what I was supposed to talk about today. And I'm so grateful that you guys are here with me to join me this morning. And so we'll start our session by just grounding our hips. If we feel like we want to lay flat, we can lay flat. If we want to sit in a chair, we can sit in a chair. And at any point in our session today, we can modify anything that doesn't feel right for us. So we'll start to do our pranayama breathing by breathing in through our nose and then down through our belly. And we're going to start by doing just about a minute of breathing in our lotus hand pose. So it's a symbol of transformation. And so we're all transforming our lives. We're getting through this grief. And so let's bring our hands, our thumbs, and our pinkies together. Our 3 fingers in the middle open and wide. And we'll bring our thumbs to our heart center. And we're just going to feel grounded on our mat, whatever part. And we're going to just breathe deep in through our nose for 4 seconds. And then we'll breathe out through our nose for even longer. And we're going to do this for about a minute, just breathing deep and feeling and noticing our breath this morning. As we breathe in through our nose, we can follow our breath, allowing our belly buttons to rise. And then as we exhale, we just exhale deep, allowing our belly buttons to collapse, allowing the stress and tension to just leave our bodies as best it can. As we hold our hands in lotus pose and we just open our hearts to whatever transformation we need to be doing in our life right now. So let's breathe in a couple more big breaths, allowing that breath to go past our heart center into all the cells in our body. So as I read this opening of the heart intention, I invite us to either mentally say it as we sit here grounded on our mats, or else we can say it out loud. It's whatever you prefer, but if we do say it out loud, make sure your camera is on mute. So I'll wait a few seconds until people are situated and ready if they need to unmute their cameras. And we'll sit with our hands on our knees, our palms facing up, and we continue to breathe big breaths. And we'll start. May this practice reconnect me to my body. Ground me in the here and now. And heal me from my grief. I ask for clarity and for the strength to let go. Of any limited beliefs that keep me resistant to change. And unavailable to growth. Instead, may I open my heart see beyond reason, accept without condition, and love without hesitation. May this practice be blessed. And let's repeat the last sentence 2 more times on our own. May this practice be blessed. As we move through our practice today, we try and let go of judgments of ourselves and competition and expectations. So let's take a few big, deep pranayama breaths before we start our practice, opening our hearts by sitting up tall, bringing our shoulder blades back and down, breathing in for 4 seconds and out for longer. So we're gonna start our practice by doing an opening of the heart series of poses. So we're gonna start by circling big and deep, keeping our hips grounded and circling counterclockwise. We're gonna do this for about 30 seconds before we switch to the other side. We keep breathing deep. This is balancing our vagus nerve, balancing our whole spine, and also just we're aiding in our digestive system. So we keep our thoughts as best we can on our breath and on our movement as we start to awaken our body, awaken our heart, and start to feel alive and reconnect with ourselves. And when it feels right, let's just switch to the other side. We're going to just circle the other way. Big circles. Allowing the stress and tension to just leave ourselves so we can reconnect deep within. And when it feels right, we're going to sit up tall, bringing our shoulder blades back and down. We're going to reach our arms straight up by pulling our shoulder blades back. We're going to clasp our hands, but keeping our thumbs pointed up towards the ceiling. We're going to switch our breathing to fast. So as we inhale, we shoot our arms up, bringing our shoulder blades back and down. And as we exhale with fierce, bringing our hands right down towards our abdomen. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bringing our hands down. And we do this at our own pace for about a minute. We feel the strength and fire we have within inside ourselves. As we reach up, we feel our shoulder blades down and back and strong. Our heart is soft in front of us. Let's do a couple more. And when it feels right, let's bring our hands right to our shoulders, allowing our elbows to just reach to the sides. And we're just going to gently turn, matching our breath with our movement. And we're still breathing with fierce, inhaling deep and exhaling, pivoting and turning and releasing our breath. This allows our spine to balance, allows our heart to open. We stay with our movement and stay with our breath, letting go of our judgments and just finding our own asana. And when it feels right, we're just going to allow our arms to come right out in front of us, bringing our hands either to the floor or our mat, and just letting our shoulders round and curve down. This is where we're going to slow our breath down by breathing big pranayama breaths in through our nose deep and slowly exhaling. We're switching from that fierce to now softening and letting our bodies go, surrendering to the posture or the position. We're going to extend our arms up over our heads, reaching them back behind us now, grounding our hands first, and then allowing our heart center to just open as we round our shoulder blades back, allowing our head to just fall where it wants to fall. And again, we're going to do slow pranayama breathing, inhaling through our nose deep and exhaling slowly and softening. Let's do a few more deep pranayama breaths. Letting our heart sing out a little bit, allowing ourselves to soften, to reconnect. And when it feels right, we'll sit up, bringing our hands over to our mats, coming up onto all fours, and then let's curl our toes under, pushing our hips up into downward dog and just feeling our feet, pulling our heels down to our mats the best we can, allowing our hips to reach up towards our ceilings. We're going to lower ourselves into plank, finding our pranayama breath here, slowly breathing in. And if it feels right, we can drop our knees down, extending our feet behind us. But if we can, we hold ourselves in the plank. Let's push ourselves back to downward dog, pulling our heels to our mats, feeling our feet. And with our own breath work, we're going to lower back to plank, reaching back to downward dog, and doing these two postures with our own flow. Breathing as long and deep as we can. Softening and letting go as we exhale. When it feels right for us, we're going to go from downward dog to reaching forward with our right foot, dropping our left knee down, inhaling our hands up, and exhaling by just arching back, again opening our heart center. We're going to reach our right hand down to our mat, reaching our left hand up, and keeping our heart center open and wide, breathing slow, long breaths. Softening our body as we exhale. We're going to bring both hands to our mat, allowing our right leg to come down into pigeon, allowing our left leg to straighten behind us, reaching up with our heads, and exhaling by softening and surrendering to the posture. When it feels right, we're going to push ourselves back to downward dog, feeling and noticing our feet. Doing a couple pranayama breaths here before we reach our left foot forward. When it feels right, we'll extend our left foot forward, dropping our right knee down, reaching our hands up and back and opening our heart center, breathing in strength, fresh new energy, and exhale by softening and releasing. Reach our left hand down, reaching up with our right, and keeping our heart center open and wide. Let's bring our hands to our mat. We're going to drop our left knee and heel down, reaching back with our right into pigeon, reaching our shoulder blades back and down, opening our heart center, inhaling fresh new energy, and exhale by softening and allowing the stress to relieve from our bodies. And let's ground our hands, pushing our feet back into plank, dropping our knees if we need to, or else holding strong. We're going to pivot our feet, reaching up with our right hand, inhaling, exhale, placing our right hand down, pivoting over to the left. We're going to start to get some heat in our bodies. If we need to drop our knees and just pivot and turn that way, we do what feels right for us. Inhaling fresh new energy, and we exhale, letting go. And we can do this with fierce, with strength. Let's do one more on each hand. And we'll pull our hips up into downward dog And let's slowly walk our hands or our feet right to our hands. We're just going to release and forward fold, allowing our feet to be grounded, allowing our heads to release, and continuing to breathe big breaths. And let's slowly round up, stacking our vertebrae one on top of the other. And we'll reach our hands right over our heads, reaching our fingertips straight up above us. Before we bring our hands together, let's reach and stretch our fingers right away from our feet. Let's spread our toes, feeling grounded on our mats, feeling strong, feeling alive. And when it feels right, let's bring our hands together, bringing our thumbs right to our heart centers. We continue to allow our abdomens to rise and fall, allowing fresh new energy in. And I invite us to honestly feel ourselves. Do we feel more connected than we did before we came to our mats? Let's do breath of joy. So reach up with our hands. Allow our hearts to just sing as we fall back into waterfall. We'll bend our legs, letting our arms swing down by our side. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bending and letting go. Our peace is all inside us. We just have to reconnect with it. And let our hearts just sing as we stand tall. We open up to the universe. We let go of the strengths that we have built up in our bodies. If we can't let the stress go, we try not to judge ourselves. We just continue to breathe deep, inviting fresh new energy in. And when it feels right, let's bring our hands right to our heart centers. Let's start our sun salutation. So we reach up with our hands. We let them go and we fall back into waterfall, breathing big pranayama breaths in each posture, seeing if we can surrender and let go into each posture through our sun salutation. We reach back up, we gain fresh new energy, and we're going to softly swan dive down to our mats in forward fold. Let's step back with our right foot, either dropping our knee to our mat or holding in a lunge. And we reach out with our right hand. We open our hearts. We pivot our back foot if we can. And we ground our left hand. Let's bring our hands to our mat, stepping our foot back into plank, holding with strength, and softening as we exhale. And we'll lower to crocodile. Straightening our arms, reaching up into upward dog. And we'll pull our hips up into downward dog, continuing to breathe big breaths. We'll step forward with our right foot, coming into a lunge on this side, and then reaching out with our left hand, up and over. Let's bring our hands to our mats, stepping forward with our left foot, releasing in forward fold, and staying with our movement, staying with our breath. And we'll reach up with our arms, standing tall, reaching our hands straight over our head, and then falling back into waterfall. Let's reach our hands straight up, bringing our hands together. And on our own exhale, to a big exhale, to our thumbs, to our heart center. Let's feel our feet before we start our sun salutation on our left side. So let's widen our toes as we feel strong and grounded on our mats. We reach our hands up and we fall back to waterfall. We're going to reach straight back up, gain some fresh, clean new energy. And we're going to softly swan dive down to our mats in forward fold. Let's step back with our left foot, finding our lunge, dropping our knee if we need to, and then reaching up with our left hand, opening our heart centers, softening as we exhale. Let's bring our hands to our mats, stepping back with our right foot, holding in plank, breathing deep. When it feels right for us, let's lower to crocodile. Straightening our arm, reaching up to upward dog, opening our hearts. Let's pull our hips up to downward dog, feeling our feet softening with strength. We'll step forward with our left foot, finding our lunge, reaching out with our right hand, up and over. Let's bring our hands back to our mats, stepping forward with our right foot, releasing in forward fold and breathing as deep as we can. And we'll stand up, reaching our arms right up towards the ceiling, feeling the air in our rooms, reaching our hands straight above us, and then bending back into waterfall. And we'll stand back tall, bringing our hands together, exhaling by bringing our thumbs right to our heart centers. Let's do a few big pranayama breaths here. Inhaling fresh energy, fresh strength, whatever we need. And exhale by softening and letting go. And let's just release our arms down by our sides. Feeling our feet. Can you guys still see me? poses by coming into side triangle first, extending our feet out, bringing our left hand down to our mat, up with our right. We're going to bring both hands to our mats, extending up onto our left foot, reaching our right foot back into balancing half moon, either dropping our toes to our mat or extending back behind us, reaching up with our right hand. Continue to breathe deep through here, disciplining our mind. Stay with our movement. We're going to extend our arms up as we hinge at our hips, extending into Warrior 3 by allowing our hands to reach straight from our right foot. Drop our right foot right back behind us. Bringing our hands again overhead, reaching apart. Hands back to our mats, stepping our right foot on a foot behind our left, transferring our weight onto our right foot. We'll step our feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, evenly across from each other, and just release and forward fold. Continue to breathe big breaths by inhaling strength and exhale by softening and letting go. We're going to step back with our left foot into side triangle. We're going to ground our right hand and reach up with our left. Bring our hands to our mat, stepping up onto our right foot, coming to balancing half moon. And keeping our toes grounded and down. Also extending our left foot back behind us. We feel strong and supported. Big pranayama breaths here. We're going to come up onto our right foot by continuing to hinge at our hips, extending our hands from our head. We can either drop our left foot down as we come into Warrior 3, or else we extend it right back behind us. Let's drop our left foot down to our mat as we come into a warrior lunge. And we reach our hands straight from our head, inhaling fresh new energy and exhaling with strength. We'll bring our hands to our mats, stepping forward with our left foot, maybe about a foot behind our right, and just transferring our weight back onto our left foot. When it feels right for us, we'll bring both feet evenly from each other, spacing them at the edges of our mat, and just releasing in forward fold. Let's drop our hips down to our mats. We're going to come ground our hips. Just come to a seated position. And let's bring our left knee, our left ankle down, and we're going to lift up our right leg, placing it on our left. Bringing our left hand over to our right knee and just gently doing a spinal twist. Inhaling as long as we can and exhaling. come back to the middle, bringing our right knee to our mats, bringing our left foot and knee onto our right leg, bringing our right hand over to our left and just gently doing a spinal twist. Inhaling and feeling the peace we have with inside our bodies. And exhaling by just letting go, surrendering. We'll come back to the middle, bringing our feet together, extending over them into butterfly. Breathing as long and deep as we can as we find the peace we have with inside our bodies. We're going to extend ourselves to lean on our mats. We're going to reach our feet up towards the ceiling, either just holding here, or if we can, we push our hips off of our mats. And we'll slowly lower our bodies, bringing ourselves to a laying position on our mats. We can extend our feet if that feels right. We can bring them together in butterfly as we conclude our practice in a period of meditation. We continue to allow our bellies to rise and fall, softening our face muscles. We become aware of our whole body, from the tops of our head all the way down to our feet. Lester and I were walking in the rain, he would say, "Do not walk so fast. The rain is everywhere." Out of the pain of where we have been, many of us come to the mat in a hurry. Our self-study has revealed a universe of pain and loss, while at the same time, it has intimated that there is a better way. Some work on the mat has brought some relief. Therefore, we assume more work on the mat will bring more relief. We attend workshop after workshop, attempt postures of ever-increasing difficulty. We are in a hurry to escape the pain we have been in and are still connecting with, but our haste is self-defeating. Do not walk so fast. The pain you wish to escape is everywhere. Do not walk so fast. The grace and love you seek is everywhere. As we awaken our bodies, let's slowly roll to our right side, feeling and noticing our right side. And we'll start to slowly sit up, coming to a seated position, allowing our hands to rest on the back of our knees as we allow our heart centers to open. And let's bring our hands together, allowing our pinkies and thumbs to stay connected, but allowing our middle three fingers to open. And let's say the mantra to ourselves or out loud. I am peace. I am love. I am light. Let's honor ourselves, each other, and our practice. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Namaste. I thank you for joining me this morning for our yoga practice. I just wish we can continue doing our yoga practice through Zoom and YouTube as we get through these difficult and challenging times. I hope everyone has a wonderful, great day. We've opened our hearts, we've connected in peace and love, and we just can leave our mats knowing that we took care of ourselves, mind, body, and soul. Namaste.